What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. I'm Jeffrey. As always, hopefully, y'all are having an awesome week. One more day to go, then we kick off our weekend and we continue on the countdown on the destination to San Diego Comic Con. I always say this time of year, this is one of the most anticipated time periods for me and all the figure collecting calendar is like, oh man, we're about to see what we're going to get for the rest of the year, what things are going to start to pop up in the beginning of the next year. It's a pretty exciting time. And of course, there's going to be some, why didn't they do this figure? Why didn't we get this one? Why they released this figure in this costume? But generally, there's a lot to be excited about. I'm looking at lines like G.I. Joe Classified Series, McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, and I feel like most of this stuff they've already revealed has been either ordered in hand or pre-ordered. So I'm really looking forward to the next round of stuff that's on the horizon. And before I go any further, very exciting news. This is a pretty cool week. Since last I spoke to you all, we got some new members on the VIP channel. So I need to make sure to welcome them right now. And also, cool thing, we're starting to get longer than one page worth of members. So that is very cool. So let's give a special shout out to our newest members, Vintage Bob, Bro, and of course, Vince, James Green, Retro Robo, John Morrissey, Nathan William, MOC Turtle, Tom Finn 2018, Jay Woods, Lefty Two Lions, BK, David Thanos, Pixelated Poses, Blake Tarpley, Ryan Daly, Henry G, Jamelin Parks, and DJ No Good. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. It's really cool to see more people joining the VIP member ranks. And hopefully you all enjoyed that X-Men video with the villains that are long overdue. You guys got to see that a little bit earlier than everybody else. So I'm going to keep working on providing that new content for you all. And then also, let's make sure to thank our super supporters over at Lyles Figure Files. Kwame Taylor, John Morrissey, Mr. 616 himself, Lawson Wallace, and of course, Robert Hayes. So thank you all for helping to support this channel through the live chats. Now, YouTube was talking about something. I'm not sure if I see it here, but maybe you all are actually able to see it over on YouTube. It should have a top commentator, so it'll keep going based on your interaction in the chat. So since I can't have that window open without making a bunch of noise, let me know if you all are seeing that. So now let me go through to the comments to see how everybody's doing here. There's a lot of people in chat. I think this week's special conversation topic provided by MOC Turtle will be pretty fun to break down. Snake Eyes, howdy, partner. I did see that. I have not played the game yet, so I need to stay away from spoilers. Lawson Wallace, hello, Jeffrey and the Lyles Figure Files crew. It's chat night. What's up, Lawson? That reminds me, we have a giveaway tonight, courtesy of our good friend Lawson Wallace. For those of you who don't know, Lawson has provided so many cool figures along the way here for you all, and it's pretty cool as always. And this week we're going to the ring because Lawson was looking for this guy, and then of course, you know, when anytime they give chases to figures, it's really hard to kind of track them down. So he got duplicates of the standard version, which means he is contributing that to the cause tonight. So later on, we're going to be giving away this guy here, the Great Muta. So check it out. He will be part of our giveaway this week. And you might have noticed the background over on Lyles Movie Files last night. We talked about Superman, the movie. It's coming out. Well, I guess it's out now. For some of y'all are actually at the theaters. So we'll see you back on the replay. But for the rest of y'all, it starts tomorrow. And you can check it out. I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. So if you like Superman at all, go check it out. And then when you finish watching the movie, come back and check our video over on Lyles Movie Files. Lawson is answering the questions. I'm going to save those now. And there we go. Rick Hayes, what's up? Greetings, fellow Lyles Figure Files toy captains. At ease, Lieutenant. Tom Finn 2018, exactly. Tough question tonight. I have to give it some thought. The hardest part is that my answer can completely change based on what time of day you ask me. Yeah, it was weird when I was doing it, when I wrote my list down, and I feel like it will change tomorrow. What's up, Anthony Rogers? How are you? Anthony Rogers. Funny, this is tonight's question. Because I've actually been going through all the figures I had to figure out what teams and themes I'm trying to finish. You're collecting Marvel Legends. They're guaranteed to make you never complete a team. James Green, what's up, Thursday night action figure crew? What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, James Green? How are you, my friend? Omega 579, what's up? Hey, hey, hey. Ba weep grana weep ninny bomb. I was just thinking how many Transformers. Now that's one I don't have all of them that are currently out on the shelves. I still need to start getting the Constructicons. They're in stores, they're in Target. But hold on, let me get a swig here. All right, I have a minor gripe, and I try not to do this too often, but Omega reminded me on this one. So Target had a big sale this week, and everybody's playing Let's Catch Up to Amazon with Prime Week. And they're doing all their marketing deals and like, hey, you won't know what we're doing, but you know, we know. So they've got over on Target their Circle Week. So, you know, they didn't decide to spend too long working up some ideas. And let's just go over to say Marvel Legends. Now, this sale on paper sounds really good because hey, it's that typical deal. Save $10 when you spend 40 on select toys. Now, this is the real problem here because the select toys, it's not awesome because it's really messing things up. It's like, wait a second, what are you doing? So that means if you're looking for Marvel Legends, not all of them apply. So check the Scarlet Witch. She's not part of this. And it's not just stuff that other retailers are selling. It's not just, hey, this is, you know, some other store that's going through Target to sell their product. It's actual Target stuff too. So I was like, oh man, now they've got a bunch of Marvel Legends stuff that's on clearance. I could use a couple more multiple men. I have two. I definitely want a third one just to have an uneven amount, but that sale price is pretty solid. So I had them in my cart and I'm like, this is perfect. This is the greatest point. I've been waiting for this sale from Target for a minute because there's a ton of stuff that I want to take advantage of and use on this sale. So you can see there's just stuff that they are not including. Now, this was cool. They included ROM Space Knight. So that was really great. So if you hadn't seen ROM in your local Target stores, and I don't know if I saw him too often, but I finally opened mine. He's really cool and awesome to open up. But let's see here. Let's go. All right, so they've got Ultimate Iron Man. Now, just because I'm trying to show this is going to be a little bit harder than I want it to be. All right. So, yeah, note Adam Warlock. He is also part of this wave. He also has a clearance price of $21.24 on the website. Of course, if you go to the store, this Ultimate Iron Man is actually 17 or maybe 12 if you're lucky. So far, Miles Morales is not on any clearance. I put him to the price scanner and he's still ringing up at $24.99. Wow. But see here, he's part of this select sale, but Adam Warlock is not. And I also need Dakin from this wave, and he also is not part of this sale. And of course, it's going to take forever to find him on here. But I was like, oh man, y'all are just messing me up. I was really looking forward to this. My guy Banshee, he's part of the sale. Let's see if I can find it through this way. There we go. Dakin. And I'm sure the Target website will make this super easy to find. Of course not. Why would that ever be the case? So I was like, all right, well, if I can't get Dakin, what about G.I. Joe Classified Series figures? Because there's still a few that I could get based on what we've got. So there's that Vintage Wave, Rock and Roll, Dr. Mindbender. To the Target website for G.I. Joe Classified Series, it's just a vacant wasteland. There's no one here. The Transformers don't count either. So this sale for me with Target has been a no-go because there's been absolutely nothing I could use this really good sale on. And nowadays with the figure prices, you can hit that $40 mark with two figures. You don't even have to go, oh man, I got to get a blow up ball here, a beach ball, so I can hit that $40 or $50 mark. Now you just need the figures actually in stock in your stores or on the website. I went to a couple Target stores this week, nothing there either. So the sale didn't quite work for me. And I'm trying to think, did I actually have anything to show for show and tell? What I got this week? I don't know if I did. Ski Raider, what's going on? David Thanos, what's up, fam? What's up, man? Wow, 20 figures is quite a bit. It is, but I had a really tough time. Like after about 10, I was like, uh-oh. Laws and Wallace, there are more things in Legends and Classified, Hasbro, than are dreamt of in your lineups. Lawson, ha! I'm also wearing a Black Panther shirt today, Jeffrey. Yes, sir. Chandler Price, what it look like? It's chilling out here. This is the first day in all week where we haven't had a thunderstorm. Having said that, I'm sufficiently announcers jinxed myself, so we should start hearing a storm rolling in any minute now. Thank you, James Green. I need to get some more shirts though. I feel like I've been recycling a few for a while now. Nolan! Hey, Jeffrey and chat. What's up, Nolan? How are you? Lawson Wallace. Welcome to VIP member ranks, Vintage Bob and Bro. Hope you survive the experience. They're pretty cool over there. What's up, Matthew? How are you tonight? Royalty's here as well. The king is in the building. What's up, man? How are you? John Morrissey says, greetings, felicitations, and salutations for Jeff and the entire crew of Figure Fowlers. Let's talk some toys. Let's talk about it. I don't even have to ask Cody Rhodes, like, what do you want to talk about? So, what do you want to talk about? David Thanos, next week's topic idea. Biggest one from San Diego Comic-Con. Yes, because that is the final Lyle's Figure Files Thursday night live before Comic-Con. And I might go rogue come Comic-Con week. I might just randomly pop up with some lives, may do some spot reveals based on stuff that's coming up because there's so much stuff that I am looking forward to. One of those things, excuse me, is this. Very dramatic pause, not intended. Jada Toys, pushing collecting to the next level. That's Thursday, 3 to 4 o'clock. Now, I might also have to change up some timing on this. I might go later with the live on Thursday. I might go longer. We'll see. But from Street Fighter, Mega Man to Scooby-Doo and more, Jada Toys is leveling up the world of collectibles. Get a first look at new action figures and die-cast lines, plus exclusive reveals and behind-the-scenes insight from June. And Daryl Lee, be there for the live debut of a beloved franchise making its Jada Toys premiere, only this panel. So I am very excited about that. There's so many rumors. This is where we're going to see an Invincible line from Jada Toys. Jada will do an awesome job with Invincible figures. And I'm all in for all the Invincible figures they want to do, if that is indeed where we see them, because, they're going to have amazing articulation. And I feel like they'll be able to handle the likeness of the characters, kind of mirroring the cartoon, the comic book looks without being so skinny and just like randomly weird, like the Diamond Select figures. I mean, they were true to the cartoon and the comic book look, but I wanted some figures that were solid that I could pose and have all kinds of fun, doing their battles, because that's what Invincible is known for. So it'll be really cool. That's what we see. There's also the rumor that Jade is getting Resident Evil. I do not care which one they show. If they show both, that'd be awesome. But both of them, I am very excited to see if Jada does in fact have that license, because they're going to do awesome with Chris, Jill, Albert Wesker. It's going to be awesome. So I can't wait to see what that is. I might just immediately cut in and go, yo, they showed them. I may not have the patience to wait for Thursday's regular 8:05 time, but we'll see. Should be exciting now. Hopefully I'll be able to watch all these videos as they show off this stuff. So hopefully there's a bunch of folks streaming. Are y'all going to San Diego Comic-Con? Let me know. You can be the boots on the ground correspondents. All right. Then also, Thursday is a huge day. So, I guess they're making sure to coincide with the show. Ha, 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 ha. No regular on the Gong Show. Thursday, we've got Walmart Collector Con Day 1. Oos. Jada Toys exclusive online sale, Mattel exclusive online sale, which doesn't necessarily mean as much to us just yet. But then 11:15 PST, Pacific Standard Time, we get the Mattel WWE Elite Squad. That seems pretty early from where we normally see these Mattel presentations. I'm happy about that, so I can actually talk about all this stuff beforehand. Then Robert Kirkman live. Now I'm curious about this one. Is this just going to be a chat with him, or is he going to be talking about all the stuff going down with Skybound? Because Skybound is amazing right now. They've got all kinds of cool stuff happening. And then, of course, the Jada toys, and then Loyal Subjects Retros 80s toys and talent. So we may see some cool stuff from Loyal Subjects too. And of course, I am excited. Y'all know, so we'll see. There should be a lot of stuff going on with that. Recage 20 individual characters, their variants, figures, or alliance companies. Solo figures. So you can't cheat on that. You're gonna have to count as a different one. Oh, we saw the top comment thing last night. I don't see it here. Darn it. I wonder if that's something I need to enact. Thank you, Jamelin. That's not good. Anthony Roger. Yeah, I think I have a total of 50, 60 figures across 5 lines. I can display them all yet. My former office is my baby girl's room, so my display space potential has decreased. Absolutely. Well, that's for a good reason. TJ, no good. What's going on? Good evening to you, sir. How are you tonight? That's weird. I wonder why it's not showing up. I mean, I for sure would have thought it would show up here. Weird. Thank you for letting me know. now I'm so curious. Let me see if I can fiddle around here. Like a truly amazing. Let me see if I can do this and go to actual YouTube without you all hearing my live in the background as I'm talking. I had that really weird echo. So let's see here. Your channel. Let's see the comments real fast. Mute. Great. Okay. Oh, wait. I see there's a goal on here. What is that? Oh. Oh, I see. Wow. That's so weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I see that it's not showing it. Thank you. I have to fix that next time. Okay. Maurice, what's up, my friend? How are you? Good time zone to you as well. Welcome, new members. Absolutely. Just left the theater. So, what'd you think? Yay, nay for you? Hank Day, what's up, Laos gang? Bang, bang. John Morrissey. Oh, so I have MOC Turtle thing for this impossible topic. May I choose my favorite 20 shells to keep? that was more mine. I was like, can I load up the vehicles or something? It's crazy. Moons all time tonight. Mysterious black and green mist. Hard kicks and chops. Absolutely lost it. Should be fine. Ski ready. Good. We'll do. Can't wait to see y'all's Lyle's movie files reaction. Absolutely, sir. Hank Day. Got Silver Age Superman today. Walmart got the new Superman movie collection as well. Nice. The Silver Age Superman. Are you referring to that one? Yeah, it's a solid figure. Yeah, this is true. That's very true. About the only one we will get completed. Matthew, I'm saving yours. I definitely will keep that up. Let's see here. Tom Vince picking and choosing from multiple lines at 120 from the same line. Yeah, that's kind of how mine was. Because there are some I was like, this is impossible. But I thought it'd be more of a challenge to do it this way. Maybe we'll just go break it down in multiple lines later. DJ No Good. They would only let me check out 2 multiple minute. Yeah, see, like, what is the point for a character or figure on Target's website? I mean, this guy's been sitting around there for a minute, but I guess it makes it easier for all of us. King Collector, my Target app never has in-store clearance prices. The in-stock notice is always wrong. My Target, the in-stock deal is just a joke. I'll go to a store, look it up on the website, and it'll say there's 6 here. And I'm like, there's not even one. Brian P. Oh man, I almost forgot about the stream again. You should have a notification set up. I try to post and get it set up so it's at least an hour before the show. So hopefully notifications are faster than that. David Danos, that Target sale doesn't work on the app. The inventory is terrible. Terrible, as Charles Barkley said. Yeah, I mean, it was just like, great idea, guys. You just need some stuff all around in the stores and in the website because I wanted to participate, but I just was not able to. Well, that's the best time to cut the grass. That way, it'll have it nice and clean. You don't even have to pick up the grass shavings, right? Michael Solis, it is Figure Files time. John Battle, Mr. Lyles, Mr. Battle. What's up? Are you enjoying the Amazon and Walmart sales? I had a Prowler and the Hydra Cap in my Walmart basket. In my Amazon basket, I have a few figure arts to finish out. Kijun 8. Yeah, this sale. So let me see. What have I gotten? Let's talk about, speaking of really, really inaccurate. I mean, this was something I was, I'll know I've been hyping this up, basically since May. Like, I was looking forward to this. Like, it should be coming around the horizon because it's always there all the time this time of year. And of course, Pulse Power Day sale. We normally get that in June. This time it started in July. But this one, to quote Snap, did not have the power. All right, let's shop the sale. Let's see what they've got. And I thought the layout was really weird. I don't feel like there's been much. It's been great with the upgrade, update, renovation, makeover to Hasbro Pulse. But this one I think has been the absolute worst. So, wait a second. That's weird because I feel like he was not 15% off. I feel like these sales have changed. Oh, I see. So you're a Pulse member, and I don't have that logged in. So that's why they're showing up this way. I think it's 25% if you're a Pulse Premium member. I mean, so that was solid. But this layout is bad. They don't have everything just here for you. So typically they would have a page, so many that you could actually have to go, let me filter to get to the brand of the stuff I want. Not so this time. It's just kind of, here you go. And you'll note that they have the arrows here. So let's take a little stroll. And these prices, I should have really signed in. Let me see if I can do that so y'all can see the actual Pulse savings so it doesn't look so lame with the discounts. I mean, there's other stuff that's not awesome about this, but that's not good to show it from that perspective. Oh boy. Boys, of course. Yeah. All right. Well, since this one does not have the password in there, and of course, like most passwords, I keep changing all the time, so I don't remember it. Let's just do it this way then. All right. So basic deal here, 10% off, 15% off for some of this stuff. So I got the Iron Grenadier. That was the one thing that I ordered from this deal. Now, one thing that was different, sometimes they'll have you have to meet this threshold of inventory. You have to meet like $60 to get 35% off. They didn't have that this time. It was just straight up, here you go. This is the actual price. You don't have to add it into your cart to see what it is. That was cool, but it wasn't cool because there was so much stuff that they actually could have put on here, then they chose not to. So Iron Grenadier was one of the few G.I. Joe. They did a lot of Star Wars, Skeleton Crew figures, Hulkbuster, Iron Man, not too much on the Marvel Legends front. Definitely not too many on the Transformers side of things. That Odin's cool. Darth Sidious, not a bad option there for this, but they did have some Transformers. And they had the retro Cobra Trooper, but I don't like that color scheme. It doesn't match with other Cobras. So it's just a weird hodgepodge. And then you see how long I scrolled. So that wasn't much there. Then, oh, here's the Cobra Hiss HMS. But you see it's already repeating stuff. And this is why I had a real issue with it. I wouldn't have minded so much if you had one thing that was on this row and you just could never get back to it. It was only on this row, but they're repeating stuff already. So I got the Stap and the Battle Droid, Megatron and Optimus from the Fractured Friendship 2-pack. They're right here again. I've already seen this. And they just, it was really, really weird the way they had this thing set up. And Darth Maul, see him again. So this was just the most random, awkward setup for this deal. And you couldn't filter. They had it where it was like every time you try to do that. And they used to have this, which is interesting, where you could filter, but now you really can't. So it was just an all around huge disappointment for me on this end. So this was like, between Target, Hasbro Pulse. I was like, this whole let's compete with Amazon didn't work for me, at least. So what did y'all do? I know John Battle got some stuff. Did y'all get anything? I did see that. It looks pretty cool. Hank Day, there's a really cool variant cover. Let me pull that up for everybody who didn't know. And I wasn't quite sure how this is going to play out and work and all that good stuff, but I was like, this is pretty fun. I like the fact that they're actually doing that. So where did it go that fast? Because I was like, Cold Slither? Yes. I will definitely be reading and reviewing, but let me get to this. Awesome. There's two that I really loved in terms of the covers. So there's the first one, and here is like the super, just too cool. May need to buy it just because this cover looks amazing. Let's pull this up here in just a second so y'all can see it. So here's the original. This is the main default cover. It's pretty cool. And that looks fun. They're doing their thing. But the next one went all out with the 80s glam. Let's really do it up. Let's do it wild and crazy. This is spectacular. We got the Cobra Snake coming, Zartan intense. I mean, Torch is looking like he's in Mortal Kombat or Masters of the Universe. Ditto for Ripper. Buzzer looks like he's all set to go on Fury Road. This here is insane. This looks like a heavy metal 80s glam band cover. I love it. And they make a poster of this. I might have to go grab it because this is just wild. So yeah, I'm really digging that. That's fun. Jalen, dude, it's been storming all day here. Flash flood warnings and all. And yes, streets were flooded. Glad I have a truck. It's calmed down now. Hopefully it's not heading your way. And it will. It will, just because I'm hoping it won't. But I was thinking that could be the case because it has been calm and quiet today. And that announcer's jinx is real. Gonna take a break because we got a super chat. As always, stop the press. Thank you, John Morrissey, for the 616 super chat. I grabbed Scar and Hulkbuster and saved 25 bucks. That's not bad. So you've got a ready-made fight all set. Scar versus Hulkbuster Iron Man. So that's solid. I mean, it was just, I feel like they've done way better on these pulse sales before, but I was really hoping for a little bit more. But I'm glad you found something cool. All right, here we go. David Anna. So this week I found the shipper while I was on vacation. Snatched up the Axiom Chase. Superstars Jake the Snake, Muda, Diesel, Iron Sheik, and Zeus. Still looking for Monday Night Wars Muda and Muda Superstars Chase. Yeah. So the shipper I saw had no Mudas whatsoever. And I was like, and I'm trying to think. The only one for that Monday Night Wars wave they had was Hogan. They didn't have Albert. Who's the fourth one that I'm totally blanking on now? David Thanos. So you're saying a storm is coming. Is Jade Cargill visiting your town? No. The lie might get canceled if that were the case. I believe that Jada can do anything well. I believe you're right, Lawson. Jada pulling a Hasbro. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Michael Solis, I bet it's going to be amazing. Nolan, Jada Scooby-Doo figure should be coming out soon, hopefully. Yeah, I'm waiting on those too. Brian P. Whoa, wait a Wesker minute. Jada's doing Resident Evil figures. That is a rumor. Can't confirm it, but it's been bandied about a lot on the toy channels. So hopefully that is the case. Dark Knight 297. What's up, my friend? Jeff and the Figure Files crew. I'm late, but I'm in the building. Welcome. Nolan. Right. They have to look so good. They look so good. I have high hopes for them. Yes, sir. David Thanos. As much as I want to see Joe's Marvel wrestling reveals, I can't wait for the Jada reveals. I can't wait for it all. I mean, Hot Toys, Jada. I mean, there's so many companies that I'm interested in. I want to see some of those figures that we're going to see on display at Comic Con, never to be seen again. I want to see if Storm Collectibles has more Storm Arena figures. We've seen the first six, we've seen a couple Darkstalkers. I want to see some more. I want to see some more King of Fighters. I mean, just keep that thing rolling because that I am so excited about. I want to get that pre order for Cody and Mike Hagar too. So yeah, let's do this thing. Van Doom, what's up, man? What it is and what it was, Figure Files crew. Passed my Core 1 exam. Nice. Moving on to Core 2 next week. Can't forget my man 100 grand, Jeffrey. Hoodoo! Congratulations, man. I know it is like, yes, all this studying paid off. Now it's time to take out the Core 2. Good job. Rick Cage, Jada, Fast and Furious, Jada, Mega Man, Jada, Cyberpunk, Jada, Street Fighter, Jada, yes, Scooby Dooby Doo. King Collector, Zeus has a new figure. I'm talking about Tiny Lester, Zeus, aka Debo. He's had several figures already. He had an Ultimate Edition figure. That was basically his entire deal. I mean, it was like his Zeus outfit in wrestling, but they just put it in that set. I wanted that, but I didn't want to necessarily pay for yet another Hulk Hogan figure. But we do have an elite one from the 2023 SummerSlam Build-A-Figure, Mr. Perfect Wave. And that figure is pretty cool too. And this one, like I said, it came out in 2023. I don't know how hard it is to find, but it's a really solid figure. Excuse me, I don't know what's happening with the allergies today. I mean, the dust is just kicking up huge. So you've got this Zeus figure. I mean, basically, it's Zeus. He could do anything that you really want. The only downgrade is because he's not an Ultimate Edition figure. He doesn't have the really wide, flaring the shoulders back to go, oh, and he might, oh, actually, he's not. He's about as tall as he actually was compared to Hogan in real life. But solid figure. I thought they did a nice job with him. He's got his gear and he can do the big bear hug to the holster and he can wring the neck too. Everybody's got a price. So there you go. He's a solid figure and I like him a lot. Snake Eyes, Jada Toys doing Resident Evil figures is very interesting. I like to see Leon, Ada, Chris, Jill, and Wesker. I like to see them all. Maurice, anxiously awaiting delivery of my Frazetta Conan. Nice. Is it already out now for you? Nolan said, it's such a great looking figure. It is. That's the Conan I've been waiting for. What's up, Vintage Bob? First Lawson says, hey, Vintage Bob VIP. Let's see here. Lawson, Jeffrey, Multiverse came out 3 figures to pre-order day. I didn't need any of them. Bought 2 of the 3 all the same. I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Man, you know, it's wild. You hit me up and I got the email from Entertainment Earth. They're like, yo, don't forget about these figures. And I was like, right. And they're selling out at such a quick, rapid rate. And I also find it very interesting to see what, collectors care about. So on Tuesday, they dropped these figures. Now, these are ones I think a lot of people were excited about. I know I was very excited about this Nightwing. And we sold out, but I did get my pre-order in for him. Thanks to Big Bad Toy Store. Stephanie Brown Batgirl looks pretty cool. I love the way they did her hood, though. That looks great. Batman. This is one I was really like, do I want this one? Because I feel like the gray is just a tad too gray. It's not quite right. I feel like the Nightfall Batman that I have, it's a little bit too light. This is too dark. So hopefully we can get one that's just right. And then Monarch, he looks pretty cool. I don't know if I have to have him, but he does look cool. We got Nightwing here and solid no Blue Beetle mold use with the stupid boots. So that's cool. He looks really good. Hopefully we can get some more of those new Teen Titans to go along with him. Monarch, absolutely no accessories. Not really loving that. I mean, Nightwing has a Batarang, and Monarch has nothing. That's not great. Batman, he's got all the gear. He's got a batarang, and he's also got swappable hands, and of course the DC digital stand. Yay. Spoiler has that chunky batarang and the grapple gun, and I think we saw way back when with Batman. So the value isn't quite there at $27.99 for these figures, but I mean I had to get Nightwing, so that was just a of course got to make that move, got to make that happen. But we're definitely not getting as much as we used to with these figures. And it would have been nice, been great to get a couple stands, those flight stands, even though none of them really need it. So we have those that came out Thursday. Hopefully you were able to get them. And then today we got this wave. And this is the Azrael Nightquest Nightquest Batman Azrael. And we have Troika Batman with the super long ears and Luke Fox Batwing 2.0. Again, not really overwhelming with the accessories. The chunky batarang, swappable hands, and the new logo for DC Studios thrown back on here. That's kind of interesting. I say DC Studios, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, this looks to be the same buck as the JLA Batman. And that one is a little too big for other Batman figures. Here's Luke Fox, Batwing 2.0. He's got the exhaust for his jetpack. Not a lot of accessories there, but he does have the wings. And Azrael's just really cool. I don't know if I dig this color scheme, but I mean, he's got his whole cape wing blade sets. So I guess that counts as an accessory. But the sellouts on these, like I said, were insanely fast. So you can see here, Troika Batman sold out. Luke Fox Batwing 2.0 sold out. Stephanie Brown Batgirl sold out. No Man's Land Batman sold out. Nightwing sold out. So Monarch and Azrael Batman really need to feel bad because no one wanted them apparently. But that's how that played out. And let's see here. What's up, Lunatic Reason? How are you tonight, my friend? John Battle, but Amazon still has the better sales when it comes to Hasbro sales. The Hasbro sales were actually cheaper. I'm trying to remember what the heck my password is because I don't change it off of one, but they had the Iron Grenadier cheaper. So I mean, if they have a sale, but of course, there's no telling when Amazon has that sale. Excuse me. King Elector Thanos, I see it. I'm surprised they did that with Zeus. It's almost like that little period of wrestling doesn't exist because no one ever talks about it. He needs an Ultimates figure. He did have one. Morrissey is always for the win. That is fire. It is a sick cover for Cole Slither. Man, I got to pick these up. I think they look awesome. Tom Finn. Vintage Bob was going to boycott that San Diego Comic Con Savage Land set, but I still want that Shayna, and I know you want that Sauron. So I'll try my best to make it happen for us. I feel like that's going to be a really interesting set because I feel like there's going to be a contingent of collectors who just want one figure, and it could be Savage Land Rogue, maybe Shayna, maybe Sauron. I feel like there's going to be lots of trading among those characters in that box set. Lawson, Jeff, get that Cole Slither cover airbrushed onto a van stat. Yeah, got to do that. Nolan, gonna try for the Cole Slither set, but I have a feeling it's gonna sell out fast. I think if you are really interested in a San Diego Comic Con set that has the greatest chance of selling out quickly, it's not that one. I don't think that's going to be the problem. I think the one that I'm going to have to make sure that I'm in front of the computer as soon as they're up on Hasbro Pulse to ensure that I get it is very slowly loading. Hopefully, I can get there before. Wow, so slow. I mean, that just messed up my whole timing, my whole deal, and it's still not there. Oh, yawn. Okay. Is it found it yet? No, still hasn't. This is oh boy. All right, let's try it this way. There we go. Figure reveals. I mean, it's just sometimes the setup is perfect and then the computer goes a little bit too slow. All right, let's see here. Anakin. Oh, maybe that's part of the problem. All right. There we go. I knew I could find it if I worked really, really hard. It's this set. This is the one that I am terrified, petrified of not getting by the time this bad boy is over. I need this Revenge of the Sith, Anakin versus Obi-Wan. I want the whole display set up. I need all that. That is the one that I really am going to be upset and might come on here and have a 5-minute meltdown temper tantrum if I cannot. But that's my priority. I definitely want Shayna. I don't really care about Sauron, so maybe I'll trade him off with somebody. And I don't really care about Savage Land Rogue either, but I need that set. So hopefully everything works out. Cold Slither is my number 2, but the Anakin versus Obi-Wan is by far my biggest want in these San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Michael Solis, it's just starting to storm down here in Florida. Man, I'm hoping everything is solid here for the next hour at least. Jimmy, sorry I'm late. Well, you better be, because I was about to have the office give you a detention slip. I picked up some early Claremont Air X-Men Saturday. Which ones? Then Doom, Prime Days. I picked up Super 7 Ultimates Roadblock and Major Blood, $30 each. That's a solid price. They wouldn't have happened to have had any Silver Hawks. Is that I would have missed out on. Finish Bob. I hope Dragon Man is out in early August. That's a couple weeks away. I need my classic villains fix. That's wild. I mean, to think that August is just a couple weeks away now, it's like, wait, where's 2025 going? Yeah, it's wild. Tom Finn, Michael, it's always about a storm here in Florida this summer. I am so tired of driving home from work in a monsoon. Yeah, it's been a lot of that this summer, hasn't it? How cool would it be if Jada reveals a Flintstone line? Hey, David Thanos, I'm all over that one too. Oh, Brian P. Captain Crunch would be fun too. Yeah, I feel like with all those those serial cartoon characters, I don't know if there's one that I wouldn't grab. So we'll see about that one. Dragon Man is going to cause some major reshuffling on my legend shelf. Yeah, you're right. I wonder. Yeah, he will absolutely do that. What's up, Laurie? Picked up a couple of the Origins 2-packs with Horde Troopers and Hoverbots and Red Deco from Ross for $7 a couple days ago. Really? What else did they have in Ross? Yeah, classic Hanna-Barbera. I would love me some Birdman, Space Ghost, or Thundar. Yes. Or Toucan Sam. Yes. My legend shelves are packed right now. Reorganizing them will be an all-day event. Yeah, I've been shuffling a bunch of stuff. So I had to clear up space for my Rattler, and that really forced some major changes to things. I had to go get another shelf, and I thank y'all because y'all, I forgot who exactly it was who recommended going to Amazon to get those pins for the shelf for my Billy bookcase because I could not find them at Lowe's. I could not find them in Home Depot. Got them at Amazon. They fit perfect. So I got my other shelf lined up. Pretty happy about it. Once I start putting some of my Andor figures in the blank shelf, I'll do a little video run through of my Star Wars Black Series collection so you can see how they're set up and displayed because I'm pretty happy with the way I have it now. Tom Finn, I would love Resident Evil figures from Jada, Storm, Figure Arts. That's my future in this hobby. Love my Marvel and DC, but after 25 years, I feel like I've been there and done that. Lunatic Reason. I got Eradicator, Cyborg, Superman, Bizarro, Batman Year One, and Gordon last week. I got a bunch of He-Man last week. This week, I got a bunch of He-Man New Eternia figures. Which ones? I love the New Eternia line. And I still need to track down Commissioner Gordon. I was just thinking about that. I got most of those. I got Superman, Eradicator, Cyborg, Superman. I got Bizarro, who I wish were bigger. And Gordon is the one I'm missing out on. MPUTs, reviews, and gossips. What's going on? How are you, my friend? Man at Arms, Cyclone, Mechanic. Nice. Oh, cool. Diorama building's always fun. King Elector. Doom, you got Major Blood for 30? Nice. It's back up to 42 now. I missed that one. He's the only one I don't have yet. Oh, that's not good. Maurice, the wait is over. Delivery guy just dropped it off. Nice. Congratulations. Dark Knight, picking up my DC Multiverse Superman and Crypto pre-order from Best Buy tomorrow after me and my brother see the movie. Can't wait. Hopefully you enjoyed as much as I did. Hank Day, Zeus is a great figure. Wish they had made No Holds Barred 2. Zeus returns versus Warrior. Can you imagine the dialogue on that one? Whew. Ski Rider, that Nightwing pick in the disco, Dazzler approves. Lawson, I bought the Nightwing, Steph Brown, Batgirl, Nolan's Batman. I didn't pre-order Monarch though. Yeah. I feel like of all of them, he is going to be the easiest one to track down later. Anthony, I didn't nab anything from Amazon yet, but I did score the NECA Mirage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rat King from Best Buy on sale. Very cool. I was happy to pick him up as I was waiting for a long time to get him at a decent price. What was the price and how much was he going for? Batman's got the electrician's tool belt. He's ready to rewire your bathroom right. King Elector. Ski Rider hopes Super 7 continues to make those 7-inch Joes. That true cartoon look is the best. I wish they had done her in her spoiler costume. But yeah, that's what we can get, right? Ski Rider, King Elector, they've done repaints, but I think they're going to keep going, according to Brian Flynn at Joe Fest. Nice. Jalen, I kind of love that DC has gone back to the new old bullet logo. Yeah, I like that too. It's pretty cool watching it on the screen. Like, yes. Vintage Bob, I just realized when Mattel gets some DC license, I really hope we have the classic Freedom Fighters: Uncle Sam, Ray, Human Bomb, Black Condor, Phantom Lady, and Doll Man. We got 2 of those, and I'm still really like, how did you not get the rest of that line from DC Classics? I think you're going to be disappointed because I feel like they're really going to focus on the new DC / all in era of DC Comics. Maybe eventually when they start going to variants and repaints, and I know you love those of Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman, we'll start seeing more of those classic looks. But I think they're getting this license to go new, modern stuff. And, you know, in fairness, those newer outfits have not had a lot of figures. I mean, McFarlane's done some, but if they wanted to spend a lot of time with what people are seeing in stores right now, it could take them a few years to get to the Freedom Fighters, if ever. Lefty, what's going on, man? How are you? I didn't want Monarch or Azrael, no interest in either. I was going to get an Azrael. It'd be like from his Nightfall era with more Batman looking mask. Yeah, I'm with you, Lawson. That is true because I don't really like this one they got. Jamelin, I ordered Nightwing spoiler Monarch. I wait and see if I can find others in person. Yes. Tom Disco Dazzler. Remember the hype behind her debut? I did not. I don't think I was reading Marvel outside of G.I. Joe at that time. But I look at all the ads from back then. It's like, boy, they were really pumping up Disco Dazzler. I bought 2 copies of the first issue, one to read and one to put me through college. Lawson, Shannon, Sauron, I want Rogue. Nah. Yes. Doc Avenger, what's up? I got 1,000 toys Lobster Johnson on a July 4th sale for 120. Thought it was still expensive for 160. Yikes. Well, did you like the figure at least? Nolan. Yeah, the Anakin, Obi-Wan 2-pack was really good. Good luck, Jeffrey. Thank you. Good luck to all of us. Hank Day. Oh, and rumor has it, San Diego Comic Con will have a Vac Metal Silverhawk going live. Let's see how that looks. Van Doom. Jeff, they did have some Silverhawks. A friend picked up a couple. Which ones? Maybe it was the older ones. So I won't feel so bad about missing out on the ones that I still don't have yet, which you all might be able to see. I do have Steelheart. I just have not freed her from her prison in the package just yet. Maurice, I'm going to try for the Cold Slither, Revenge of the Sith, and Savage Land sets, but want the Revenge of the Sith set the most. Absolutely. Eric T, what's up? I need Savage Land set. Have none of the figures. How are you going to get Zabu? Because he might be tricky to get at this point. But Kazar is a really good figure. I don't think you'll regret picking him up. Someone needs to make some Captain Commando figs. Maybe it's Jada. Definitely want Cold Slither. Maurice, speaking of those serial mascots, Kellogg got bought out by Ferrero. I wonder what that will mean. Doc Avenger. I want Hanna-Barbera, Space Ghost, and Herculoids. What about Hercules? Felix. What's up, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? Got my tickets for Superman tomorrow. I'm hyped. Nice. I'm going to see it again on Saturday. Only starts raining after you clock out. Absolutely. Brian P. Thanks for reminding me of the Best Buy sale. Y'all making me spend money on NECA Ultimate Megan and maybe a NECA Invisible Man and some Lego sets. Thanks for bankrupting me. We're all doing it to look out here. King Electric. I knew about the old Elite suits. Didn't know about the Superstars one. But I just saw that Ultimates one you're talking about on eBay. Only 30. It's probably worth it for that price. Definitely worth it. I haven't gotten to the topic yet. Just what 20 figures, what 5 vehicles and Build-A-Figures, I guess, and play sets you want to keep. But we haven't started talking about that yet. AJ, what's up? Got Silverbolt and Gamerverse Venom in the mail this week. Venom looks cool, very huge. What do you think about Silverbolt? Yeah, really. That's a really good deal for that. Lawson, I want any cartoon figures Jada can throw at me. Serial mascots, Hanna-Barbera characters, any Bugs Bunny they got lying around. Anything. Bring them out. Bring them out. Method to Madness, what's going on? I'm late from just seeing the Superman movie. What's good, Figure Fam? Hope everyone is doing well. What do you think about the movie? I'm going to hit up a few Rosses and a Target before heading home. Good luck on that front. DJ No Good. DJ No Good. I think I said that right. All right. Just finished my Superman movie collection. Plus, found a Platinum Hawk Girl. I did get her. My buddies found her at the Walmart that he works at. Grabbed her for me. Haven't gotten it yet, but yeah, she's going to go up on that shelf. So that's exciting. I just need to figure out something to do with her hair to really get that full-on classic Hawk Girl look. So did you get all of the figures? And we still don't have Hawk Girl from the movie, I guess, or Guy Gardner yet in the 7-inch line yet. Felix, we need Hanna-Barbera for sure. Yes, sir. Lunatic Reasons. Sad I missed the Steph and Monarch pre-order. Monarch's still available. You can get them right now. Felix Guerrero. Jada does vehicles, so they can totally do wacky races. Yes. Wacky racers, right? Game Quest. Preparing myself to drop serious late tax money on Mayflex Superman. Fortunately, that guarantees they'll announce a re-release the next week for y'all. I feel like they just put him back out in rotation. So I'm trying to see how much he's going for now. Oh, he sold out on Big Bad Toy Store. Because I thought I just saw him over there. Let me see. Let me try one more place for you. So I really didn't think he was going for that crazy a price. Now I'm looking, of course, and I just put in Amazon, so he's not showing up, which means he must be a ridiculous price. Ugh. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. He's expensive. But it's a nice figure. I don't think you're going to regret having it. It is Superman. So, I mean, of all the guys to overpay for, he's a good one. Dawson. DC went back to the old logo. So did Pepsi. Nah, man, you got to count each one is a separate figure. I was trying to cheat on this topic that I came up with too, but no, gotta stick to the format here. So now mostly turtle sets. I'm gonna do that. Lawson. It's like people identify with winning formulas and logos when companies were good. Yes. Oh, that was a great price, Anthony. Man, that is solid work there. I love when you get a deal like that. Cool. I mean, I think Vintage Bob, they will eventually get to him, but the Freedom Fighters are a serious deep pull when you consider they haven't been in action and done anything since what, the 80s? I mean, the original group. So I mean, maybe if somebody who's there in charge of the line is an old head like us, and oh yeah, let me mix in these new and the old characters that people will like too. Like I really doubt I'm gonna see an all-star squadron in that line. No Infinity Inc. Maybe I'll get the Johns Goyer Robinson version of the JSA, but even then, that might be a long shot too. So we'll see. That's a reason. Seeing it tomorrow too. Nice. GJ no good. I need Jada to make Captain Crunch and the Kool-Aid Man. The Kool-Aid Man needs to get made. That would be an awesome figure from them. Oh yeah. Always makes me think of one of my favorite bits from Family Guy when it just started and came crashing through. It was like, that was really funny. I'm seeing it again on Saturday. So hopefully that answers your question. But yes. Jalen, I always like Dazzler. I would always find her issues in the quarter bin. Then updated, short hair, jacket look was pretty cool. Yeah, I like that look for her too. And there was a drastic change of her disco look to that one, but that's one of those few makeovers that I really thought was fine, and I don't necessarily have a preference one over the other. Monarch pre-order where? He is still available. Let's see here. Entertainment, you can grab them right there from them. Maurice, yeah, Mayfax Hush Superman went back up a few months back. Got him from Amazon for around 90. I thought so. Okay, because I saw him, I got him a while ago, so I didn't really see how long he stayed around this time. But I thought that was the case. Method of Madness, I'm glad you liked the movie. Excuse me. Vin Doom, Jada should do a Ninja Gaiden line or even Kung Fu Master. We got to keep them focused, though. We don't need them to start getting Storm collectibles. We got 80 licenses and then never finish anything. I would like Ninja Gaiden figures, though. Blaze Star. I don't have any vehicles. I couldn't go down to 200 figures. Lawson, DC Direct actually did a pretty decent Phantom Girl figure. And they did not shy away from making her look like Phantom Girl in the comic books, which was cool. No articulation. I mean, nothing like what we're used to, but she's a nice figure. Yeah, really? That's cool. Pun not intended. Yeah, it probably will be. I mean, it's just they're so far away. Brian P. Freedom Fighters on Batman Brave and the Bold back in 2010, so there might be a chance for figures. Oh, the original crew? That's cool. I really think if they have someone who is like deep with the lore of DC, I mean, they don't have to be like, 55 or something. If they just grew up and really loved DC and went back and read all the who's who and oh, this character looks cool, I feel like Mattel, they can work this out with DC. And, I mean, we see Todd doing all kinds of stuff. He's done 70s, 80s, 90s, modern day characters. So maybe DC won't push. You've only got to do our comic book looks going on right now. So maybe, but it really depends if the people in charge of the line are longtime fans, not, oh man, yeah, my first experience with DC was watching Batman Begins. Then we might be in a bit of trouble. Absolutely. Power Turtle Buster. What's up? Big Bad Toy Store must have me on their hit list. They haven't shipped jack to me. The release. They re-releasing classic Wonder Woman again? Classic Golden Age one, not the one sort of modern one. Not yet, at least. How are you? I think a Kool-Aid figure is already out. Well, hold on now. It's time to investigate this further. And figure. I get for talking and texting, talking and chatting, and typing. Let's see here. So I see a Funko Pop figure is made, which makes sense. And of course, a bunch of vintage one. I don't see a modern looking one though. Of course, how much articulation does the Kool-Aid Man need? But he does need to have wall smashing action. Doc Avenger. I'm just gonna wait till Mattel takes back over. I saw a DC Universe Big Bart at the comic shop. It was missing her Mega Rod. They wanted $40 for it. Sad I got to pass. The DC Universe Big Barda is not worth your purchase anyway, Doc Avenger. If I could be so bold as direct you to an actual good Big Barda figure that actually stand. Oh, this is great. This kind friend over on Flickr took a great picture to show you how lame the DC Classics version is compared to the really far superior DC Direct. Way different. Like that is Big Barda. She actually stands solid. Now, you know, the DC Classics female figures were always too frail, too skinny. It was really egregious with Big Barda. I mean, because it's like, what are y'all doing? I mean, the sculpt is fantastic. Like they did all her chainmail of her armor, and it looks great on that level. But it's like y'all are doing some serious false advertising here. So just really disappointed on that end. Let me see if I can find another picture because, like, for real, I would highly recommend tracking down that Big Barter from DC Direct if the price is not too ridiculous. Let's see. Why does this not want to help me out anymore? I think I'm hearing a storm coming now. It is not Jade Cargo. Um, Google Shopping. That's not what I was looking for. Let me see. Because I feel like even if we get one from Mattel, it might be a really, really long time before we get. Oh man, eBay's not even popping up. They're terrible. All right. Well, I have to show all that later. Lawson Todd has given us 40s characters, 50s characters, 60s characters. He's not afraid of eras. He's not Marvel Legends. I mean, they have done older characters. They just don't do enough of them. Brian P. The only Kool-Aid Man figure I found was maybe a Funko Pop. Same. I kind of like the one we got from DC Classics. That Cobra was pretty fun. Oh, the only thing I saw was a Funko Pops version. Let me see if I did not. Let's see. Which window was that in? So this is all I saw for the Kool-Aid Man figure when I did a very fast Google search. So you can see the Funko Pop one. Amazon has a couple different versions, I suppose, but I mean, certainly not what we could get from Jada Toys. There was a Funko Pop, but not posable like Jada 10-inch and regular Pops. They didn't? Oh, I thought they did. Maybe they sold through. Man, she skipped everything. She is so scrawny. But G bro, that was how every female figure in that line was. And Wonder Woman was frustratingly slender too. It's one of those where Mattel steps up big time and just makes a really awesome line of figures that covers a whole gamut of all the different eras of DC. I could actually see dumping most of my DC Classics figures because I look at them next to the Marvel Legend figures, and I know people are like hating on Marvel Legends because they don't do everything, but it's really like, man, those figures don't hold up at all. And yeah, I've got McFarlane, got DC Icons, DC Essentials, DC Multiverse from Mattel. And it's like, yeah, they could get replaced because they have a bunch of figures and it's awesome to see so many. But I'd really like a better version of all those figures they did make us. Big barter, y'all. Yeah, man, she's so lame. Lost, and those Darwin Cook DC figures are great. Even if I broke every one of those arrows and green arrows quiver at least twice, they were kind of, they kept snapping off. Yeah, they didn't necessarily make them. It was weird because it wasn't like people could pose them because they were not action figures whatsoever. But even in just kind of moving them around the shelf or somebody knocked them over, they could fall. Jamlin, I love the DC Direct range that had that big Bart in it. Those are the only figures I've seen that actually looks like Kirby art. I just wish they had done more. Those are really good. I love the fact that DC Direct would do artist renditions of figures. I didn't think their George Perez figures were as good because I was like, these aren't as good as Perez's art. But yeah, the Kirby one's really cool. The Michael Turner ones, I mean, I don't know if they quite nailed his look, but I thought they did a decent job of trying. The Alex Ross Justice figures, good deal on those two. And Jim Lee, of course, they did a lot of those figures. I feel like they could have done a little bit more. The only problem with the DC Classics was it lacked articulation, it was out of scale DCUC, and its snake logo was great. Oh, I'm talking about the actual DC Classics one. But there was one that they did for DC Direct. He was more modern, certainly not like this one, which I know you're talking about. This is the one I was referring to. I actually love when it comes together like this. So this is the DCUC classics from Mattel. Definitely not the classic look for Cobra, but I thought it was a pretty fun figure. Here is the DC Direct one that you're talking about, and definitely the classic look. And his scale was bigger. I think this was like a 7-inch figure, which is ironic because he might actually fit in with the McFarlane figure. So might actually try to track him down if he's not too ridiculously expensive. You can see he's actually got pretty decent articulation. Got the biceps, single jointed elbows. I don't think there's much besides his waist here, but I mean, does he need it? And I don't know, man. I'm going to check this out. Let's see where this goes. Where is this? Amazon. I'm going to check the Amazon price for him because he could fit in pretty solid with those McFarlane figures. Have him fight Batman. That'd be cool. King Collector. Yeah, I still have a ton of my DC Direct figures. They still look awesome on the shelf. They do. You despise that second Cobra costume. Yeah, that checks out. All right, let's see here. I don't feel like there was a lot of news that dropped this week. Certainly not a lot of new pre-orders outside of the McFarlane stuff. Um, just in case some of you all missed the news and were not hilariously outraged over this one. We got a Hellfire Gala Spider-Man revealed from the Marvel Legends line. And, like the immediate thought was, why start off a Hellfire Gala line with Spider-Man? And he's a Walmart Collector Con exclusive. They tend to keep those in stock pretty well. So for everybody that wants it, I don't think it'll be a problem. But it does kind of feel like they missed out on some opportunities to get more Hellfire X-Men characters out in the mix. We'll see. Dan Yoon over at the Marvel Legends team did tweet out because I think he was feeling a little bit from everybody like, hey, dude, what is this? And he made sure to say, this, because I can pull this up quick. I think. There we go. All right. So yes, he's updated. Actually has some more stuff on here for us. So Dan said, do not worry. We'll have more new reveals at Comic-Con. Wednesday night, week of San Diego Comic-Con, we'll at least have one new reveal from Marvel Legends. And don't forget, we like to always tease on Sunday at the booth. So who knows what all we'll see. But that'd be cool to see a new figure on preview night. So maybe after Lyle's movie files, I'll do a special figure files for like an hour. So we'll see. King Electric, those DC Direct Lanterns are still some of the best. So glad I didn't get rid of them. Yes, absolutely. Lawson, I got to tell you, I don't need Kayla figures unless they do that Storm and manage to do her justice. Yes. All right, David Thanos, I'm saving yours. Ski Raider, nice picks, Jeffrey. Why don't they go on with the Gala line? G-Brew, they're going to do Hellfire Gala. Why start with the second? Why not start with X-Men? Like Emma, since it's her gala. Great question. I think it's because Spider-Man was an easy repaint. Brian P. Yeah. Hellfire Gala outfits. Big pass from me. Yeah, I feel like that could be a little divisive. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. It's 9:17. Let's start talking about the topic of the week. So let's see here. MOC Turtle asked me this a long time ago, and I've been trying to find the best time to do this, to make this a comment or question here. Let's see here. This is 2 months back. What about figures that will always be on display in your collection? Now I decided. Well, I mean, we could say 100 figures that are always going to be on display in our collection. But if you had to, like, excuse me, there's something going on, you knew you could have 10 minutes maybe to get your 20 favorite figures and then get out with no problem. What would be the 20 figures in your collection that had to go with you? Or if you had to get rid of everything else, what are the 20 figures you would absolutely have to keep in your collection? And then I decided, let's have some more fun with it. What about 5 vehicles? Which 5 would you keep? Because I feel like I've been making everybody sweat this out a little bit more. And then what Build-A-Figures? What 5 Build-A-Figures would you keep in your collection? Now, y'all have provided a few. I'll go with my 20 for the moment because I feel like Thanos, this list would probably change. G.I. Joe was a little bit hard for me because it was like, all of them? And I don't have the one that I think will probably be for sure in this mix later on this year with Retro Flint. And then there's a vehicle we know about. It's coming out soon, hopefully. And that'll make that vehicle list. But here's what I came up with for this moment. My top 20 right now. And 5 of them immediately were snatched up by the 5 figures on DC Direct that I have not gotten rid of. You can see them, I think, right there. Steel, Eradicator, Superboy, Cyborg, Superman, and Superman. No one has done better figures of those 5 characters than DC Direct. And they don't have as much articulation as some other companies that have knocked those guys out. But they're still the best. They look straight out of the comic book. They're really fun. They're really awesome. And I've even got the McFarlane Cyborg Superman, and this guy is pretty cool. I don't like all this extra hair flowing, but I mean, it's a good looking figure. I mean, they did a nice job. They even went the extra route and put the hole into the leg. Like, we don't see them do that kind of detail. Now, of course, they put in a little bit more detail than necessary on that shoulder piece area there in his collarbone. Why won't you cooperate with me? There you go. So you can see that. They didn't need it. I mean, he just has like all that area is just straight up skin. He's a solid figure, and he's got opposable cape, so he can do more. But the DC Direct ones, they look so good. So those are my first 5. Next up, I needed to have some representation from Hot Toys. Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, who you can't quite see from Empire Strikes Back, still one of my favorite movies. Had to have them in the mix. 2 Transformers, Masterpiece, Optimus Prime, Masterpiece, Megatron. I mean, the fact that the Megatron has the damaged chest plate and messed up head sculpt with a smile to basically go, it's over prime, means that Joker's never leaving my collection. I don't care how many great Transformer Megatron figures I get. That guy is standing there. Then I got to get my guys from Palisades Muppets line, Statler and Waldorf, so they can laugh at all the other characters and all the other figures that are getting out of my collection as they sit there. Ho, 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 ho. They're great and they've got their chairs, so no way I was getting rid of them. Then I had to get a representation from a line that I felt was in it too soon. And that one is a DC Icons Deathstroke. That figure is so well done. And DC Classics made a really great Deathstroke figure. The McFarlane Deathstroke looks like it could be really fun too. But that Icons Deathstroke is pretty much perfect. It's a great figure. Next up, I needed to have something from DC Classics, and they've done really good figures. And even if Mattel does a better line, because I feel like I could roll the dice and hope that Mattel's second chance at DC will end up with better figures. But I feel like this one won't get touched, won't get replaced, won't get improved upon. That's Gentleman Ghost. They did a really great job with the translucent effects, and the floating head really turned out nice. So he's stuck in the collection there because it's such a great figure. Next up, a little bit of WWE figures. The WWE Defining Moments Sting Pro version. That's a great figure. It's one of my favorite wrestling figures. They did an excellent job with him. Only would have been topped by an Ultimate Edition one, but that figure is great. And then Ultimate Edition Ric Flair, because I got to get that guy. I mean, and he can't fight that version of Sting, but I thought they did a great job with him. I wish I could have worked in The Rock and Stone Cold, but for wrestling, there you go. Then I had to get at least one of these McFarlane figures, and if you know, I got to put that Superman on there. That Superman, I think it's still my favorite Superman figure. They did a great job with him, and just love that figure so much. So got to put him in there. Next up, as we run on this final home stretch here, I had to get some G.I. Joes in there, and they start dominating too. Quick kick, because they just did a great job. And he comes with a frozen fudgy bar. I mean, it's a lot. Then Snow Job, because when it snows, he's my Joe. I got to get out there. So yeah, then they really geared him out. Great job on that figure, and he's just really fun. Then Retro Scarlet, who is basically a perfect version of Scarlet, and Retro Cobra Commander, because he's got the vac metal helmet. Then moving on to vehicles, and then I'm cheating because I'm keeping the vehicle drivers in there because, you know, they pilot them. Somebody's got to drive this stuff. The Dragonfly HasLab, self-explanatory. The Rattler. I was spending the last few minutes before the show putting the stickers on there, and I just went nuts with the stickers. So much fun to do that. And Wild Weasel with that, of course. The Vamp with Clutch, one of my favorite Joes. The Black Series Snow Speeder, because it is amazing. And then the Muppets backstage playset, because it's just so much love put into that thing. It's awesome. For the Build-A figures, I'm going to have to go off the top of my head here because I didn't write them initially on my list. So let's go with, the Clayface from the DC Multiverse line. A really good version of him. Let's see, where else will I go with the Build-A figure? Build-A figure Kilowog. He's a really well done version. Maybe I should say Arkillo, because he's just got a more menacing head sculpt. So that's him. Let's see. Where else do I want to go? The Build-A figures. Let's throw in Killer Croc too, just because the Multiverse version of him is really well done. What Build-A figures for Marvel Legends should I include? Because they're so well done. It's hard. Apocalypse, the more recent one when they started doing X-Men figures again. And who is my last Build-A figure from Marvel Legends? Strong Guy, because I thought they did a really good job capturing his personality, his really unique physique. So those are my 20 regular characters, 20 regular figures, my 5 Build-A figures, and 5 vehicles. Now let me go here, see what y'all are rocking with after this. Thank you, John Morrissey. I only collect legends, so I don't have 5 great vehicles. So I would cheat and grab 40 figures. Why not? It was pretty hard to do that one. Let's see. So let me go with all the ones I saved first. All right, Lawson. Nightfall Batman, 80th Anniversary Hulk, Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, Amazing Friend Spider-Man, my custom Walgreens thing figure, 80th Iron Man, great choice, 80th Doctor Doom, yep, Silver Age Superman, Digital Hal Jordan, John Stewart Green Lantern, Mezco Conan, Boss Fight Red Sonja, Rom, my custom Robin, repainted Ripley, and repainted Green Goblin. I'll keep for years. Oh, I forgot about those darn alien figures. They're too great to leave out too. Lawson. I'll keep my Death Star Station playset and my Mark's Prehistoric Times playset. I aim to get the droid factory complete again at some point. Nice. And I doubt I'll part with Galactus or Giant Man. And let's see. Matthew Basson says 5 vehicles. Classified Dragonfly. Absolutely. Vamp, Stinger, Rattler, Robo Skull. What's the Robo Skull? Lost in 5 vehicles. Original Kenner Landspeeder, Kenner X-Wing, Kenner Mass Thunderhawk. Great choice. Kenner Mass Rhino, Vintage Cobra Bug, Mobat Vamp. I feel like that's more than 5. Cheating. David Thanos. First 10. Studio Series 86 Prime, Silver Age Superman, Ric Flair Ultimate, Collection Edition Wonder Woman, NECA Kratos, Nightfall Batman, Muda Chase Ultimate, Cartoon Collection Skeletor, NECA War Duke. I'm still waiting to get that figure. It's still just in pre-order, maybe, maybe not. Limbo at Entertainment Earth, but I really hope I can get that figure. Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, just a fantasy. Now let's go to what everybody else is saying. Let me see. There we go. And where'd I go? Let's see where we are with there we go. I went too far in going back. All right. There we go. Now I'm caught up. Rick Hayes, the female form seems to be a weakness for both Toy Biz and DCC. Todd also that he doesn't make enough females. Best route to take is to use other companies. They make great ladies. Jibru, Fright features Egon Spengler. The Godzilla my grandmother got me Goodwill when I was a kid. My stuffed polar bear, Whitey P Bear. The P stands for polar because I was 2. Laura A. Title asks what vehicles and figures won't leave the collection. But this week, seemingly shown what won't enter my collection. Black and gold mass Rhino sold out well before I found out about it. That's interesting. I didn't think there was that much demand for it that it sold out so fast. Okay, Tom Finn, back with the rest. My top 20 Marvel Legends Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Giant Man, Wasp, Hulk, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Doctor Strange, Hawkeye, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Doctor Doom, Namor, Silver Surfer. Yeah, they were hard to narrow down because there's so many great Marvel Legend figures. That 80th Iron Man, probably at 10:30. I'll do an entirely different list and put him on there because he's so great. Lunatic Reason. I am so glad I waited for this version of Cyborg Superman. It's a pretty solid figure. Jibru. Bright features Venkman, the Slimer I've had since I was 3. OG, Toy Biz X-Men, Jim Lee Cyclops, Rogan Beast, the Real Ghostbusters Firehouse. My grandmother bought my brother and I in Florida when I was 7. Nice. King Letter. Those DC Direct sculpts still hold up. Absolutely. Doc Avenger. My Mezco Justice League. My Mezco Avengers. My Galactus. My Mezco Fantastic Four. Solid choices. Jibber and the Trendmasters Mecha King Ghidorah. My brother bought me when I was in the hospital after I got hit by a car. Extreme Ghostbusters Egon that I've had since I was 11. Method to Madness. My Wildcats Play Arts Kai DM3. Devil May Cry 3. Virgil. Legacy of Kane Raziel. Brazil. I don't remember which way you pronounce it. Signed Optimus Prime and Mint Pizza Spidey for sentimental reasons. Sadly, I don't have any vehicles due to lack of room to display. I hear you. Morrissey for the winning. Absolutely. Something. Or you go with my Mego 50th anniversary reproductions, not the originals, but so many great memories. Yes. Thompson, Marvel Legends vehicle would be the custom Fantastic car I picked up earlier this year. That did look sweet. Not mad at you on that one. Method of Madness. I guess my 5 Voltron Lions could double as vehicles. They could. Excuse me. I was wondering if anybody going to put Transformers in there for the vehicles. I would have allowed it. That makes sense. Connections are like some of the stuff that makes the most sense to it. Lawson. You know what? I'd have to keep the DC Direct Classic Batman and Robin 2-pack. They're two of the most quintessential looking Batman and Robin figures ever made. They were pretty good. Doc Avenger says, Jeffrey, this is unfair. I have over 2,000 figures. I can't pick. I could pick what I'll leave behind. You can't pick what you'll leave behind? Yeah, it was tricky. It was really, really tricky. Maurice, I'd go with both my Astro Boys, Rosetta Vampirella, Joy Toy, Ninja Turtle Brothers, Squirrel Girl, Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, Maximum Spidey, Black Widow, latest, great figure, Dango, Goliath, Demona, Storm. Cool. Jeffrey, it is more than 5. I don't think math's good. Ugh. Tank Day, 5 vehicles, Batmobile 1989, Batman Beyond Batmobile, Thunder Tank, Superpowers Batmobile, Silverhawks Mirage. Nice. Maurice, Captain Carrot, who is Wonder Woman, Silver Age Superman, Mayflex, Hush Batman, Usagi Yojimbo. Nice. Monkey Dave, I'd grab my 12-inch Kenner Luke and Leia, all my Hot Toys figs, and Mezco, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow. Only vehicles I take are the Hiss and Dragonfly. Rowler hasn't shipped yet. That's no fun. Hopefully yours will get there to you soon because it is amazing. David Thanos, second 10. Defining Moments, Crow Sting, Coliseum Piper, Purple Razor Ramon, AO, McFarlane, Heath Ledger Joker, Silver Age Joker, yes. Retro Snake Eyes, Retro Scarlet, X-Men 97 Cyclops, Collection Edition Penguin, another great one. Diamond Toys, John Wick, The Boogeyman. All right, Hewlin, what's up, man? Vehicles, Mattel Flying Fox, NECA Party Wagon, Mattel, WWE Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Monster Truck, Classified Vamp, and Trouble Bubble. The Trouble Bubble is very cool. Michael Solis, Loyal Subjects, Ninja Turtles, all 4. Marvel Legends War Machine, Fantastic Four, Walgreens. Yeah, that was really satisfying to get that whole team completed. Doctor Doom, DC Direct, Batman Arkham figure, Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Team. Oh, Lightning Collection. That's what the LC is. Yeah, very fun. Got them right there. Retro Cobra Commander and Marvel Legends 80th Cap Iron Man Thor. I want a better Thor, but yeah, he'd be one that I would take in the Marvel Legends front too. Dude, it is impossible. Jamlin, man, that 20 is a difficult question. 5 Build-A-Figures be Killer Croc, Solomon Grundy. Oh yeah, I forgot about Grundy. It was a Build-A-Figure. Kimo, he was what I was toying with too. Monkey Man, and I honestly can't think of another that I have to keep. Yeah, Chemo. I mean, they did a great job pulling off that look. I was like, this is amazing. Snake Eyes. I'll keep Figma Link, NECA New Blood, Jason, McFarlane, Jack Sully, Figma Queen, Giant Man. Nice. Cheating to win. If you're not cheating, you ain't trying. Finish Bob. HasLab Galactus, Firelord, Dormammu, MODOK, AIM, Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four, Thor, Vision, Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Black Bolt, Icarus, Loki. That Icarus figure is so well done. They need to make more Eternal figures just so that awesome figure can have some more people to hang out with. Loki, Kang, Ultron. Which Loki and which Ultron? Hank Day, 5 figs. Kenner, Monstar. Thank you, Grandma. Super 7, Monstar. DCC Samurai, Cyclotron, and Golden Pharaoh, plus McFarlane, Silver Age Superman, and Bane 2-pack bats. It's so wild. I have my fan going, and apparently it's finding all the dust to kick up. It's crazy. And I've been talking with no problem all day. Snake Eyes. I'd also keep my figure arts Goofy from Kingdom Hearts. Nice. David Thanos. Luckily, no Build-A-Figures and no vehicles. What's up, Northern Nomad? All right, Marvel Legends. Says Lunatic Reasons. I have Flash, Venom, Jack-O-Lantern, Shocker, Ben Riley, Falcon, Tigra, Hercules, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Lab Coat Beast, Spiral, Phoenix, Kingpin, Rhino, Apocalypse, Thor, Hawkeye. Power Turtle Buster. My first figure was Real Ghostbusters Ray. Nice. Olu, Valorverse, Vanguards, and Hellcharger from Ramen. Keeping. Rick Cage. Build-A-Figure 1, Zabu, Giganta, Zinmu, Cold King, Devastator, Hasbro Icon Hulk, 2, Hot Toys Iron Man, Icon Thor, Ant-Man, Wasp. What's HMU? Angel, Psych, Jean, Bobby, Beast. Oh, DCCD, Mr. Terrific, DCD, DC Digital, Superman. What's the CD for Mr. Terrific? David Thanos, Maurice. Nice. Might be the only list with 2 rabbits on it. AJ, Studio Series 86, Optimus, Mayfex, Hush, Batman, Goku, Mezco Superman, Mezco Classic Wonder Woman, Mezco Iron Man, Maximum Spider-Man, Target Black Widow, Mattel Red Hood. Who's BD? Vegeta, Taunton Trunks. Sorry, I don't know those other 2. Very cool. Jam with dang. Vehicles and stuff too. My DC director was a collectibles, Batmobile, and Batwing. And HasLabs has already put me over. I have finished G.I. Joe vehicles, a DeLorean 2 made it aside. Yes, it was painful, but it was like kind of interesting because I feel like a lot of us was switching up after we think this through the first time. Like, actually, I want to put that on there. Lunatic Reason. I only have Vamp, Rattler, Dragonfly's vehicles. Does Transformers count? Starscream, Skywarp, Ultra Magnus. There you go. Those do count. Vintage Bob. I like the Marvel Select Ultron best and the remake of Loki, Marvel Legends with the brighter colors. Yeah. The Marvel Select Ultron is pretty cool, but mine is a little fragile, so it's like, don't move him too much. AJ Part 2, Super 7, 2003, Roth, Retro Cobra Commander, Armored Broly, Mayfex, Bane, Veteran William, Amazing Yamaguchi, All Might. Oh, gosh, All Might. Is it Almighty? I don't know why I think which way is his name is now. Mezco, Deathstroke, and the newest She-Hulk. The newest She-Hulk is amazing. Vintage Bob, absolutely. But if you ask me my top 20 tomorrow, the list will probably change. It's hard to narrow it down. Yeah, I feel like on this list, there's probably about 7, maybe 9 of them that would still be on here, but I think the rest could totally shift up. Pepe is cheating to win too. Anthony Rogers. Marvel Select, Immortal Hulk, Beta Ray Bill, Apocalypse, Juggernaut, Marvel Legends, Scarlet Spider-Man, Ben Riley, Ultimate Iron Man, Cyclops, X Factor, Doc Ock, Destroyer. Destroyer is a really good choice. Armored Venom. Yeah, that Destroyer is a great figure. Art Hewlin. Jada Ken, Ryu, Ultimate Undertaker, San Diego Comic-Con, Heartbreak Kid. Which one was that one? Red, Green, White Rangers, Nekatoon, Ninja Turtles, Galactus, Sentinel, 97 Wolverine, Cyclops, Walgreens, Fantastic Four, 00 Classified, the very first Classified, Snake Eyes. Very cool. All right. Well, I think. Oh, man, I left out 20th anniversary cap. No, I left out the 80th Iron Man and Thor, which is how it goes with this. Let me make sure that I have now got through everybody's list. Yes. All Might. Okay. I wasn't sure if he was All Might or Almighty. Yeah. I've actually watched a few of the movies of My Hero Academia. It's pretty fun. I've not gone all into it like that. And I think the figures they've done are pretty cool too. Kind of like the Reverse X-Men. Superpowers are the norm. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Well, looks like that's it. I've covered everybody. Just I said that. Anthony Rogers, DC Multiverse, Cyborg Superman, Superman Valzad, Page Punchers. He's what I'm kind of like, man, I don't know. It wasn't close enough to what I wanted, but I do kind of regret not getting him now. Brainiac, Batman, 1 milli, Static, Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner, Deadshot, Darkseid, Beast XN, Michelangelo, NECA, Rat King. Very cool. Murphy. That's a good one. All right. Rick Cage, 13. Marvel Legends, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Photon, Whiskey Sour, Cybergirl, Super Sonico, Takeda, Shingen, Eagle Force, Blockhead, Sir Elijah, Vehicles, Optimus Prime, The Seekers. Can't go wrong there. Jalen, I feel like anyone who only collects Transformers would have a slight advantage to this question. They get 20 robots, plus 5 in vehicle mode, plus 5 combiners, plus 5 Titans. Absolutely. Serious cheating opportunities await there. AJ, vehicles, snake armor? Sure. His Dragonfly, Vamp, animated Batmobile, Build-A-Figures, Killer Croc, Gamerverse, Abomination, Giant Man, Blackheart, and Age of Ultron Hulkbuster. I have that Hulkbuster. This is the main reason I feel the need to get the new one. Lawson. I'll tell you what I wouldn't take. Those McFarlane JLA 90s figures with a digital stepladder chest logo. Yeah, not my favorites. Not my favorites either. All right, well, David Thanos. And the new Ultimate Stone Cold so you can flip off the 20 figures. There you go. It's your extra bonus. All right, well, what's going on with my voice? Hopefully I'll get it cleared up and I keep drinking my water. And since I've got everybody knocked out in the comments, let me know if y'all go to this weekend to see Superman, what you think. I'm sure there'll be tons of stuff to talk about over the next week or so with more figure reveals. And David Thanos beat me to it. But of course, next week, get your list ready for what you want to see. Let's do it. Let's make it a little harder for you. Let's narrow down to the top 5 things, figures, not things. Top 5 figures you want to see next week. Get your list together for your top 5 figures you want to see in 2 weeks for Comic-Con. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll get some more figure news in the interim. And then, of course, we'll be back on Wednesday, Lyle's Movie Files, talking about Superman, box office, and all kinds of other stuff. A little bit more spoiler discussion because I think most of y'all will be here watching it. And so yeah. Oh, you're right, Lawson. We do have a giveaway we still need to do. Let's do that right now. I'm about to totally forget. We got a giveaway. So let's do this. Myself a new window. That was so sad. I'm glad you reminded me, bud. And a new window. There we go. Yeah, let's see. Oops. Alrighty. Slow your roll, Jeff. Yeah, exactly. I'm going too fast with this thing. Top 5. That I should do. Jeff is poison kryptonite. Seems like it. Next week, the top 5 figures you want to see revealed at Comic-Con. Right. All right, let's see. Where is my window? There we go. Let's add a new one on that screen. Let's do this one with this. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's do this. So I'm going to do both. Very good. Okay, so and hashtag Muda, you'll be in the running for the Ultimate Edition. Great Muda. Red version, not the black and white one. Yes, for next Thursday. Most of the time, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to talk about with Comic-Con. That made it really easy and simple. So that's what we're going to do next week. I wish we could get a darn Gary Hart and a Terry Funk in the Ultimate Edition style. Already have 3. Don't want to be greedy. Good luck, y'all. So which ways do you have your Muda displayed there, David? Tapping out. Why? Kabuki would be awesome. I'd love to see him as a figure too. Exactly. Good luck, peeps. Good luck, partners. 16 entered so far. That's weird. Why is it not showing that? Okay. Well, I see 14. I don't know what's happening. Good luck, y'all. That Muda is a good figure. It really is. Doc Avenger. I'm going to New York Comic Con on Thursday and on Sunday. New York or San Diego? Good luck, everyone. And Doc, if you are going to San Diego, let me know. Might need your help. Kabuki, absolutely. I mean, there's so many world-class figures I would buy right away. I mean, need the other 2 Von Erich brothers, the ones who wrestled for a minute. Chris Adams. We still need a Buddy Roberts. Iceman King Parsons. Maybe even Brian Adidas. Gino Hernandez. To the winner, get your address to Jeffrey's Tomb and it will ship ASAP. And please send a photo when you get it. Yes, please. That's the one thing that we ask. Just so everybody knows we're not running a scam and just so we can see that you've got the figure in hand and are enjoying it. Thank you for reminding me that, Lawson. David Thanos. The one with the hood has the white face paint head. Oh, nice. Okay. When will the Rattler come? I don't know. I have to talk to Blake because I don't have the shipping information for it. And the winner is Tyler. I wouldn't either. I mean, I would actually dig. Now, what would you would have him in? The white tights, so you could kind of have him as Can-Am Connection Tom Zink, or one of those neon green, pink, blue deals so you can team up with Flying Brian. Because I kind of like the team with Flying Brian more. Much success to the winner. All right, let's see here. I'll give it one more minute. Man, if we're actually getting a Rock and Roll Express, I need them in Ultimate Edition first. And I'll be the second one to pre-order those guys. Cause man, the Midnight Express. And guess where we were looking now? I mean, then they've done a pretty good job of getting us most of those tag teams that I really needed. They've given us at least one of those tag team members. So I'd like to see Doom. I'd love to see Doom. We need a Jimmy Garvin so we can get that other version of the Freebirds. But we need a Bobby Eaton to go with the Dangerous Alliance too. Where are we? We need, of course, a Dynamite Kid so we can have the British Bulldogs. Barbarian for the Powers of Pain. Like, we've got a bunch of mix and matches. We need Haku. I'd be down for the Islanders too. I mean, we're so close. New York got tickets. Oh, okay. Cool. I'll need your help then too. Hank Day. Mattel should do El Matador. Reba, man. I think we'll see them now because I think Tito's re-signed and they definitely do have Barry Darso. Neon green or peach all day. Yeah, man. I love those neon outfits he was rocking. Jamley, did anyone else get a classified fireman shipping notice? 2 left the building for me. Alas, still no Rattler notice. That's still good. How long into it did you order yours, Jamley? No notice for me either. All right. I think that's our time. Let's see here if anyone else entered into the giveaway. If we really are at 19 to 14. All right. Last call for the Muda. So let's do the drawing right now so I can see it at the same time. Easy Reader. Congratulations. You have won the WWE Ultimate Edition. Great Muda figure. So, as always, what I need you to do right now, email me at loudsmoviefiles@gmail.com. And then I'll send it on your address over to Lawston. And if you get that to me soon, then hopefully we can get that to you over the weekend. Congratulations. I'll leave that up for you for a little bit longer so you can write it down or take a screenshot, whatever you need to do. All right. Now, yeah, that's weird. I wonder why yours is taking so long. You're like close enough they could almost drove it down. That's cool. Yes, Doom. We need them so much. Dragonfly was like that for you. When did you get yours, Ski Rider? All these good sports. So nice to see. Morgan Freeman won. That was easy. We need both of those guys. We actually need Tony Atlas to get that tag team with Rocky Johnson complete. So there's so many. Okay. So hit me up on loudsmoviefiles@gmail.com. Next Wednesday, talking about all kinds of fun stuff on the movie front, including more discussion with you all about Superman now that everybody can go see it. And notice to be ready than 2 weeks. Wow, a long time. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I'll be back on next week or sooner, depending if anything cool drops in the next few days. For now, this episode of Loud's Figure Files has been filed.